Imagine a single CEO standing up to a formal president in the highest court of the land, potentially unleashing a tidal wave of financial refunds for businesses across the nation. That's exactly what Rick Woldenberg, the fearless leader of a Chicago-based toy company, is doing. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this bold move not only challenge the Trump administration's economic policies, but also set a precedent that reshapes how tariffs are imposed in the future? By Michael Kaplan, an award-winning investigative reporter and producer for CBS News, whose work has graced platforms like 60 Minutes, CNN, and the New York Times. On a crisp November evening in 2025, Woldenberg's story took center stage. Last April, just weeks after the Trump administration announced sweeping tariffs under the guise of Liberation Day, Woldenberg refused to stay silent. He filed a 37-page lawsuit against President Trump and his top advisors, arguing that the tariffs were an illegal overreach of executive power. After a lower court sided with him in June, the Trump administration appealed, leading to a pivotal Supreme Court hearing this Wednesday. "I wasn't about to let politicians lead us to financial ruin," Woldenberg told CBS Evening News anchor Maurice Dubois. "We had to fight back. It's our right." As the CEO of Learning Resources, a company that manufactures 2,000 educational toys primarily in Asia, Woldenberg has taken a path less traveled. Unlike many business leaders who grumble privately about Trump's tariffs but remain publicly silent or lobby behind closed doors, Woldenberg is putting his money where his mouth is. This isn't about politics, he insists. It's about the rule of law. And this is the part most people miss. The Supreme Court's decision hinges on a critical question. Does the president have the legal authority to impose tariffs on foreign countries to address national emergencies, such as the fentanyl crisis, illegal migration, or trade deficits? If the court rules in Trump's favor, he claims it will secure American prosperity. But if Woldenberg wins, the White House warns of economic catastrophe, as the administration could be forced to refund billions to American companies. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent recently estimated that the U.S. might have to return nearly half of the $200 million in tariff revenue collected this year. For Learning Resources alone, tariffs have cost between $5 million and $10 million, forcing a third of its 500 employees to shift focus to tariff-related issues. "I definitely want my money back," Woldenberg declared. "This is a massive tax burden the government has placed on us." This isn't Woldenberg's first rodeo with government overreach. In 2009, he battled the Obama administration over stricter lead testing rules for toys, while he donated $7,000 to Kamala Harris's 2024 campaign. Woldenberg maintains his lawsuit is apolitical, pointing to his history of contributions to both Democrats and Republicans. On a recent Friday, the bustling activity at Learning Resources' 356,000-square-foot warehouse north of Chicago underscored the company's reliance on global supply chains. Woldenberg explains that factories in China and Vietnam offer unique advantages, from labor for assembling popular items like toddler cash registers to sourcing materials for innovative products like Bubble Plush, a children's yoga ball expected to be a holiday hit. Shifting production to the U.S., he says, is simply not feasible. "It's impossible," Woldenberg stated, reflecting on his family's decades-long stewardship of the company. "And our competitors aren't doing it either." Instead, businesses like Learning Resources have been playing a costly game of whack-a-mole, reacting to Trump's erratic tariff hikes. For instance, after Trump targeted China with a 145% tariff, Learning Resources shifted some production to India. But when India's tariff rate jumped to 50% in August, Woldenberg scrambled to ship products back to the U.S. before the deadline. "It was a bat-out-of-hell emergency," he recalled. "We missed the customs deadline by 6 hours, costing us $50,000. Woldenberg's case isn't alone. The Supreme Court also heard a similar challenge from 5 other small businesses and a group of Democratic state attorneys general, in which a federal appeals court ruled many of Trump's tariffs illegal. This marks the first time the Supreme Court will directly decide the legality of one of Trump's most consequential second-term policies. Woldenberg remains optimistic. We, and countless other businesses, will get our unlawfully collected taxes back, he said. But here's the million-dollar question. If Woldenberg wins, will this open the floodgates for other businesses to demand refunds, potentially destabilizing the economy? Or will it rein presidential power and restore fairness in trade? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.